to watch at the very beginning of that rehearsal when people took that first piece of rice and were asked to just drop it on their object, to see them witness, their own action to create a sound that hadn't existed before. It's fascinating to watch somebody engage in their own moment of curiosity and to see the outcome happen.
I'd love to have a piece for 36 people who don't need musical training, because that's a great way to bring people together in a lot of ways, because that's what music is all about in a lot of ways. But then also just the idea of found objects where you don't need to buy a $200 cello or a $10,000 piano to make music. You can just do it with everyday stuff, and that's what makes it so easy to be a part of.
And what a rich extra layer to the human experience. I mean, talk about an ideal world in the future of music making and of being human, is to be able to think of everyday objects in your world through a musical lens. How beautiful is that?
Raise your hand if you don't have rice yet. I'll come to your station, pour you a cereal bowl full. You want to be able to hear one grain drop on your sound. So the first thing we're going to do is jump right to that moment. My recommendation is to have a small amount of rice in one hand and just hold that and gradually pick up one rice. Try and grab 3 grains and then get rid of 2 and then drop it. I think the fact that people go out on the weekend and play soccer or go for a run to stay fit and to be social is what I want people to have in music. I want the music to be a mental fitness, creative exercise, and also to be a social engagement.
And even though there aren't any instruments to focus on, no notes to read, I still think it's the same amount of effort, if not just a little bit more, in order to blend with such a large ensemble.
So at minute 1, for example, we're going to create on a 0 to 10 point scale a density of 6. And that, in terms of your action, is represented by continuous falling rice at a moderate pace. Whereas at minute 14, we're going to have a density of 1.25, which is slightly above 1 grain falls fairly regularly every 2 to 3 seconds.
That way, by the end of it, you get this full kaleidoscope of sound that was been around you the entire time. And the best part of it is, even after the performance ends and you go outside, you'll still hear this massive kaleidoscope of sound. And then the audience interpret everything that they hear as music. At the end of the day, I think their mind will really, blown by it.